there, this is Jen, and thanks so much for joining me today. Today I'm creating a cute penguin Christmas card using the Joy Clair Digital Collections Santa's Favorite and Making Memories. And this penguin image is one image on the sheet. And what I have done is I have copied and pasted it so that it fills up basically an entire card panel. And I also used the reverse. The program I use to paste my images into is a free Word document program. It's called LibreOffice. And so on my program, it is picking, I think, the reverse. So it'll flip the images. So one is facing right and one is facing left. Every word processing program should have that feature. So it was super easy to just create this on my computer. I printed it out with my laser printer, and way better than having to mask off images, which you would have to do with a traditional stamp. And so this is one of the beauties of digital stamps. And so once I had that done, you'll see I did cut out the sentiment that said Santa's Favorite using a speech bubble. There's also another sentiment in the set called Merry Christmas, and I will be using that as well. So for the coloring, I am doing some Copic Chow alcohol marker coloring. The paper I'm using is Hammermill, and the colors that I'm using for the bear are E33, E31, and E37. And I am continually trying to practice my Copic coloring, and so for this card I went ahead and I did the dark areas first, and then did the medium color and then the light, and then went back in kind of to smooth the colors out if I felt it needed it. For the scarf on the bear, I am using R29 and R27, and I also do take a little bit of the black, which I believe is 100, and colored that scarf up. And then the sweater is just one color, it's just a green color. And then for all of the little penguins, I changed the colors of their hats, and I didn't show that because, for one, it's really hard to see coloring those small little hats. But for the hats, I used BG01 and BG000, and I also used YG17, YG67, that's the green color. And then the reds, I used the same, the R29 and R27. And for the little penguins, I'm just coloring a few of them up. And so the grays that I use are C1, C3, and C5. And I just follow the same process as I did for the bear, which is going in with the darkest where the shadows would be, and then coming in with the C3 and C1. And then at times I would also use the colorless blender if I needed a little more of that color faded out. And that's pretty much it for the coloring. It was a super easy card to color and put together. And then for my card background, I'm using this striped paper. So I'm just taking my tape runner and I will adhere that to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 white card base. And then I will do the same with the penguin panel. I'm just going to do that flat on the card because this is probably one I'm going to send out in the mail, and I didn't want there to be a lot of bulk. And so I'll use my tape runner on that again and center that. And then for the little sentiment that says Santa's Favorite, I'm going to pop that above the little bear's head, which I think is just super adorable. I just love these images. They're so cute. And then for the Merry Christmas sentiment, since I printed this on my laser printer, I was able to use some red foil to foil that Merry Christmas sentiment, and I just cut it down because I didn't want to cover up too much of the penguins, and so I cut that down and adhered that with some liquid glue. And that will finish off my card for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it or find it informative, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. As always, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to spend with me, and I'll catch you next time.